Saludos, bueno, pues aquí estoy de nuevo. Como verán, pues estoy muy mal herido. Prácticamente pues todos han muerto y pues revivieron porque estuve moviéndome. Entonces aquí lo primero que cabe distinguirse es que pues hay que ver qué es este lugar, solamente un almacén, ver qué es este lugar como tal, ya que pues está muy bien defendido. Uy, espero que no haya más enemigos, que ahora sí no la libro. Ah, no, ya sé dónde estoy. Estoy en el principio. Ya ni me acuerdo cuál era la misión. Supongo que la he cumplido porque ya no aparece nada. Sí, ya no aparece nada. Pues nos ha costado, ¿eh? Y cuando digo que nos ha costado, literalmente le ha costado la vida de todos estos guerreros. Pues larguémonos. Y definitivamente pues yo prefiero cambiar este pícaro por... ya sea que por el Barrick o también por Cassandra. Esta Chabela pues al parecer está muy verde todavía. ¿Ese es un enemigo? Ah, sí, porque no lo maté. Bueno, cuando es uno no hay tanto problema. El problema es cuando sí son varios. Ya ven, lo hemos eliminado. Pues larguémonos. Otra misión exitosa. Dice Emperador Florian, el Gran Duque Florian no está llamado a ocupar el trono orelasiano. Bueno, voy a dirigirme hacia acá para restaurar salud y cambiar a un personaje que pues va a ser Cassandra. Casi. Y pues Cera se nos va. Se nos va. Ahí estamos. Y necesitamos recuperar las pociones. Por acá hay un fragmento, entonces también por ello es que he venido a este lugar. Aprovechando ello. Ahí está. Y creo que había también otro cercano. Hacia allá. Oh, es la primera vez que veo que le baja vida. Yo pensé que no le bajaba vida en las caídas. Oh, joder. Pues aprovechando que estamos por acá. Ahí está. Ahora otra cosa. Voy a ver si Cassandra no tiene ahí un punto. Y claro que lo tiene. Por ello mismo es que me he fijado. Pues vamos a darle esto que le reduce ahí el daño por flecha. Como verán, pues últimamente nos han atacado muchos flecheros, entonces creo que esto viene más que de lujo. Vamos a ver, creo que no hay bastón. Solas, no. Aquí está. Vale, yo pensé que tenía más armas. Escudo, ¿qué tipo de escudo llevo? Ah, la verdad es que sí está muy malo. Vamos a cambiarle por este. Y bueno, ya sí lleva buen armamento porque fue la última que le cambié. Así que prosigamos. Ah, espera, me faltaron unos accesorios. Que creo que no tengo. A lo mucho esto que dice máximo de guardia. Y anillo de cuerda mejorado. Bueno, por lo menos ahí le pusimos algo para que no vaya con poco armamento. Ahora sí. Acá hay otro fragmento. Pues nos queda más o menos de paso. Porque me dijo hacia acá con los magos. Entonces vamos por este fragmento. Y avancemos a la encrucijada. Aprovecho para vender los excedentes. Vamos a vender. Listo. Y nos vamos en nuestro caballito de clavo. Me pregunto cuál será el nivel ideal para poder luchar con los dragones, que la verdad también han sido toda una batalla. Prácticamente no les hemos hecho nada, ni siquiera hemos llegado ahí con ellos. Ahí está. Ahora vamos a este otro. Que hay un estrario, no sé si ese ya lo... Ah, pero yo pensé que era un campamento. Avanzando voy. Con los magos voy. Pues ya cada vez estamos más cerca. Ya puedo ver la puerta. Y creo que hay una brecha, ¿eh? Anteriormente eso no estaba. ¿Qué demonios se ha bajado? Yo no lo he bajado. Ah, prácticamente me tengo que arreglarlo. Ya ven como con 2 guerreros sí es más que suficiente. Prácticamente los estamos despedazando. Eso y con los 2 guerreros. El pícaro creo que está de sobra. Ahí está. Wow. Poder del bueno.
What's that?
We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appeared to alter the time around it.
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
Pues aquí estamos.
We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
The veil is weaker here than in Haven. And not merely weak, but altered in a way I have not seen.
We should talk to the Grand Enchanter.
Bueno, pues como verán ya hemos liberado otra parte del mapa que pues anteriormente no tenía acceso. Y al parecer pues tiene que estar relacionado con los magos. Pues aquí estamos en el risco rojo.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
The Inquisition honors the efforts of all who are willing to help in these dark times. Help the refugees, and we will ensure that you are protected and respected.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things. May I help you?
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes. We've many injured from attacks by those cursed Templars. I need the herbs to treat people's wounds. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Goodbye.
Stay safe out there.
Bueno, pues ya hemos completado la misión porque probablemente ya tenía sus hierbas. Pues como verán, pues he estado recolectando, entonces es muy probable.
May I help you?
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes, I need them to keep wounds from going bad. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Goodbye.
Stay safe out there.
Llévate las hierbas del
May I help
curandero.
you?
Goodbye.
Stay safe
Joder,
out
este
there.
no era.
May I help you?
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
This is exactly what I needed.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Pues ahí está. Ah, ok, aquí me va dejando los pedidos y pues prácticamente acá se los voy dando.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
With this, I'm certain I can save more lives.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Cada vez pide hierbas más raras de encontrar.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Pero bueno, me está dando experiencia, entonces a la
Goodbye.
vez es bueno.
Thank you so much for your help. A pleasure to see you again.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Tratamiento raro completado. Bueno, pues creo que ya he completado todas las misiones.
A pleasure to see you again.
Sí, ya no me da más.
Thank you so much for your help.
Vaya, eso fue rápido. Bueno, tomando en cuenta de todo lo que he recolectado. Dice, se necesita la ventaja, manos hábiles, bien equipadas. Realmente no sé quién tiene esa habilidad. Vamos a ver si alguno de estos. O no sé si tiene que ver con el pícaro. Probablemente.
Even before the sky fell open, this was a land of spirits and demons. Magic grows wild in the hills of Redcliffe.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Uy, esas plantas sí la tengo, Justamente se encuentra cerca del agua. Odio esto de las puertas cerradas. Y al parecer hay algo adentro ahí.
Raymond and Alistair grew up at Redcliffe. He used to play in the fields outside this very village.
You had a brother?
I did. I still miss him sometimes.
I had a sister. A younger sister. She died when I was very...
Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. I never expected anyone not of the blood to care. My Senna would be grateful. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west. the table stones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
But look at the sky.
Talk to one of the rebel mages.
Chantry will step in soon enough to put a stop to this foolishness, child. You'll see. Yes, Greetings. Have you heard? The Inquisition dealt with the rebel Templars. They've been driven away or killed.
See? What did I tell you? Maybe the rumors about the apostates attacking people were just rumors after all.
Please, are you with the Inquisition? As you've wandered, have you by any chance seen a ram that is, different? Lord
Camino
Wolseley
diferente.
wandered off, and he's very special. If you could find him, I'd be most grateful.
What makes your ram so special?
Well, he's always brought the family luck, and his advice helped us make our fortune.
Your ram offered advice?
He's a very special ram.
Your ram has gone missing?
Yes, I'm certain that if he heard his Jimmy missed him, he'd come right back. He's likely at our family's old summer cabin. It's by the lake in the southern hills. If you do find him and send him back, I'd be happy to pay you.
I'll speak with you later.
If you find my ram, please send him home.
Pues literal, le vamos a hablar y decirle que vuelva a casa. Pues aquí prosigue nuestra misión, nuestra campaña o Inquisición. Vamos a ver de aquí nos encontramos acá.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
Is this some sort of test? We're here because you invited us in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
If it wasn't you who invited me here, who was it?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I feel strange. Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Very well. Who's in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Dorian Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
If you're leading the mages now, then let's talk. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
It is always a pleasure to meet a reasonable man. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
I'll take every mage you can give me.
There will have to be. Felix.
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Did the Magister's son give you that? Why would he help you?
We'll be careful, but we need to figure out what's going on here.
Vale, pues nos ha dado una nota que nos ve en la capilla.
Magister Alexius wishes only mages to remain in Redcliffe. He will approve of you. He does not approve of me. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
What are Tranquil?
Those like me without the strength of will necessary to protect ourselves from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
How long have Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Vale, tenemos un agente. Pues es importante recolectar a toda la gente posible, ya que pues estamos en una guerra y toda ayuda es para bien, para salir adelante.
Inquisition, huh? I wish to Holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner. These Tevinters make my shoulder blades itch.
You're not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us. Magic or no, I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with Magisters.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
Who are you?
Name's Tolwyn. Formerly of the Circle of Magi in Hosberg. Lived my whole life there. Since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day. Quality education. A roof over my head. If you're not summoning demons, a mage tower's a fine place to be.
If you were happy in the Circle, why are you here with the rebels?
We're all rebels now. The vote sorted that. The majority wanted to dissolve the circles. The rest of us went with them or were cut loose. I figured I'm better off with my fellow mages than on my own.
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking questions.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
Why does everyone think we're part of the Chantry? We left the Chantry. They hate us.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
Let me know if you find her.
Pues vamos arriba para ver qué encontramos. Bueno, pues como verán encontramos acá a este personaje que se ha apoderado de los magos con una supuesta alianza y que pues tras la destrucción del conclave pues muy oportunamente apareció. Sin embargo pues no todos confían en este tipo y ahora su hijo nos ha dado una nota donde pues dice que estamos en peligro y que quiere reunirse con nosotros. Así que tenemos que ahora investigar ello.
Well, let me know if
They
you find
say Andraste sent you to save the world. If it'll help save lives and bring peace, I'll be the first to believe.
I'm trying. I hope I don't disappoint.
I hope so too.
I don't see any other priests in the village. Where is everybody?
The Magister had the others escorted out for their own safety, but I refused. He can throw me out if he wants. Until then, I tend to my flock.
I will leave you to your duties.
Make us speed you, my child.
I'm Sister Tanner. May I help you?
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit. You can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
Let's see. Impersonating a sister, smuggling, dishonoring Chantry robes. I can think of more if you like. Or you could put your skills to use for the Inquisition.
And you'd keep quiet? Nobody else has to know?
That will depend on how honest your efforts are on our behalf.
All right. I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Bueno, pues aquí tenemos a un nuevo recluta. Agente adquirido. Bueno, estamos adquiriendo muchos agentes de este lugar. Ahora vamos a la capilla para ver de qué trata esto.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Ah, una brecha. Hay una otra oleada. Ahí va, ahí va. Y ahora vamos a cerrar. Oh.
does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
He arranged it so he could arrive here just after the Divine died?
You catch on quick.
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
I'd like more proof than magical time control. Go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it. Ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys?
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Bueno, pues como verán aquí tenemos una conspiración en el cual pues al final de cuentas pues quieren venir a por nosotros. Y también al parecer hay una secta atrás de todo esto. Qué raro, ¿no? Siempre son sectas. Eso me recuerda algo más o menos como Assassin's Creed, donde también pues, por ejemplo en Odyssey pues era una secta que estaba atrás de todo esto. Bueno, en general, ¿verdad? Pues por el momento hemos recolectado todo lo necesario. Creo que es momento de dirigirnos hacia el consejo y pues como tal, pues ver cómo prosigue todo esto, esta historia más que nada, que pues desgarra muchas verdades y pues incluso tenemos que a un personaje que manipule el tiempo, lo cual no sé cómo pueda afectar esto en nuestra campaña. Y tampoco no sabemos aún si realmente es el causante de las brechas que han estado apareciendo y que pues nosotros estamos cerrando.
Do we believe that both Alexius' son and apprentice are turning on him? It seems someone wants to trap us either way.
Their willingness to betray raises the question of whether they will betray us.
Bueno, vamos a checar el códice. Dice la senda de la Inquisición, campeones de los justos. Y dice, ve a la sala de consejo de la Inquisición, contacta con los templarios. Oh, vale. Poder necesario, 15 de 15. No puedo viajar. ¿Por qué no puedo viajar? Qué extraño. De hecho sí es muy extraño. ¿Por qué no me deja viajar? Ah, tampoco puedo viajar acá adentro. Probablemente si salgo de esta zona, o porque estaba como en modo de combate.
You're from the Inquisition. I didn't think
No
you'd still
recuerdo
be
si
here.
hablé con este.
Were you really looking to ally with us?
I want this war to end without sending you back to the Circle.
There has to be a way, right? We're not what they think, all blood mages and abominations. We just want to be normal, have families, use our magic to help grow crops or something. We never wanted war. What choice did we have? Stay and be slaves?
Sometimes to achieve the world one desires, one must take regrettable measures.
I hope you can do something. Tying ourselves to Tevinter. That can't be the right way to end this.
Take care of yourself. There's something strange going on.
I never thought the Grand Enchanter would swear to a Magister.
Ok, pues ahora sí ya puedo viajar. Pues vamos al refugio y al consejo de guerra para ver qué podemos dar como desenlace a todo esto. Y sobre todo a dónde nos dirigimos ahora. Que dice que ahora hay que contactar con los templarios.
Goodbye.
Right.
You need something? You need something? You need something? Let me know. You need something? Let me... Another time, then.
Travel safely.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
No specific place. My mercenary band worked mostly in the free marches, however.
At least until you crossed the waking sea to reach the Conclave, I suppose. Tell me, do you consider the free marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Plenty.
Is that right?
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentegast, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentegasts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentegasts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentegasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortale Tarsi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Your uncle was a Mortalatasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead. They bury them in special crypts. The Mortalitazi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the Grand Necropolis. Nevarans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought you could really change things?
Justinian knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
I'll let you get back to work.
Flissa sent me over to see if you need anything.
Thank you, no. Can't eat while I'm working. Crumbs in a potion could ruin everything.